SSS didn't arrest me. I have government backing to meet bandits, Gumi. Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has denied that he was invited or arrested by the state security service, adding that the government was aware of his report with the bandits in the forest. The cleric was invited by the SSS after he alleged that security agents collaborate with bandits to engage in killing and kidnapping for ransom while speaking on Arise TV earlier in the week. Mr. Gumi, after Jumat's prayer at Sultan Bello Mosque in Kaduna State, however, denied claims that he was invited or arrested by the SSS. Nobody invited me for questioning or any arrest. I can say that categorically, Mr. Gumi told Channels TV. Since I ventured into the forest, I went there with full security and the police. With the knowledge of the DSS traditional rulers, the Fulani leaders, I never went alone. Mr. Gumi added that all along he and government officials have been engaging the bandits and there is no cause for alarm in the public. All along I've been doing it with the government and there is no difference between us and the authority. So people should have their peace, the cleric said. Again, I always say this. You know what? It's the government themselves. They will enable people like this to have a platform and, inflate their importance. And, things like this of meeting with bandits is not justified because, again, of course, if the government gives you the backing, then, again, what other kind of validation do you need to go ahead with whatever you want to do? But then again, it's just so sad that the government can give backing for this man to meet with bandits and it would not be a problem. And, of course, he has his full security as he goes into the forest. But again, it's just unnecessary. It's like it's a slap to your face because again your efforts are just being wasted. Because what's the point? Because again, the action of you going to meet criminals, you've basically the power balance just shifts. It shifts from you being a representative of the government apparently, and the power is then given to the bandits themselves. Why? Because when you get there you negotiate, and that art of negotiating just proves that they're the ones who have the power and they are the ones making the demand, which is true because they have been the ones making demands, asking for cars, asking for this, asking for huge sums of money. And then you being the representative of the government, you then go back to the government and then you say certain things and say, oh, this is what they want. Of course, being the mouthpiece of the gods, or being the mouthpiece of the bandits, you're the one that's going to come and tell Nigerians and the government this is what they requested for. Not only that, if that was what all you did, that'd be enough. But then, of course, you actually genuinely support these bandits, as in you justify their actions and say, oh, because they're in Nigeria. Nigeria is not necessarily a country that is moving forward. It justifies their criminal acts. Absolutely not. So yeah, it's shameful, but again, he has the backing of the government. So again, he has, again, he just, I don't know how to describe it. He just has the power. And it's so sad and unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. But the sad thing is that he justifies what they do. He genuinely believes them. He genuinely wants them to be forgiven by the government. But then this same energy is not replicated with criminals that are anywhere but from the north. Just saying. So again, I don't know what, it's so sad. It's so sad. Somebody says everyone should please stop pestering Sheikh Gumi. He's a man that is bold enough to say his mind anytime. If not for Sheikh Gumi, we wouldn't have known that government knows the location and identities of these bandits. We all used to see was Masari drinking tea and coffee with bandits in government's house. Some governor even gave them 25 Hilux vans and numerous motorcycles. It's not even that. I mean, it's so sad. Gumi is only asking the FG to publicly recognize their partners in government and make them official. I get what this person is saying, but a bit of me still wants to think that this is a kind of joke. But yeah, someone here says, if the government is backing you to meet bandits and bandits are killing our soldiers, then who are you? A government bandit? I'm not. Listen, we ourselves are confused. We don't understand. But yeah, how? Like, then the real question is then who is protecting Nigerians? Because if the government is not doing it, the army is not doing it, then who else? because the terrorists will surely not do it. I mean, of course, they claim to be, well, terrorists. Well, ISWAP and obviously Boko Haram are different. ISWAP is less intense in terms of, killing non-Muslims, but then of course with Boko Haram is just full out, as in, listen, if they want to take you out, they're gonna take you out, which again does not make sense. I don't even know. Everything is just so mixed up in Nigeria, but again, that's just what it is with Sheikh Gumi. It's so sad. I personally, I don't know. Anytime he's on the news, you just get ready for. Don't even get ready. Just get prepared to, you know, use your emotions wisely, because you will absolutely get aggravated when this man says something that you truly not agree with, and you're just like, what? This is the person the government is listening to and liaising with. Oof. Somebody here says the government will only be queried by God. No, I think before we get there, they have to be queried by the people. Again, they have different people to which they owe account, and their citizens is one which will come first. God will come at like the later end of it, but if that's what you think. But again, for the people, absolutely, the query comes from the people first. Why? Because that is who they are serving, and they've agreed to serve these people. So again, they can agree to answer any question that is thrown at them. Buhari is their leader. You see, though, you can question that the lack of proactiveness on the part of the government sort of gives room for you to assume that the government and these bandits, or these bandits or anti-Biafra or anything, that they are siding with each other, and it's just a bit yeah. Someone here says, go on, Jerry, Sheikh, our oracle. I mean, he really is the mouthpiece of the bandits, as in oracle of the bandits. Again, I guess that's his official job now. I mean, literally have, who was it again? Joy Bokwe, that's isn't a special aid to Sanwo-Olu on drainage and pipes. It's just not even. Listen. That's it. At this point, all these positions, they don't mean anything, because they don't even understand what the title of their position even means. So sad. But again, I think we need to confirm. Fine, he may be liaising with the government and of course has government backing, but is he part of the government? As in, is he properly, like, okay? Because he's a cleric, of course, but is he, like, does he have a position in government? Because again, it just seems like as if the Nigerian government is using him for whatever they want to do, and it's just, honestly, that's what we're gonna have the conversation stop. Put what you think about this all in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.